So this is episode 2 of the VB series, and in this episode we're going to be looking at user output. So for the most part, in its entirety, this course is limited to console output. So this means that we will not be looking at GUI output, but our course is going to be limited to the console, as it were. So maybe let's actually go ahead and get started to see how you can get user output onto the screen. So I'm actually going to start by using the imports keyword, so that we can import the system class from the VB library. Then we are going to create a module called program. Then inside of the module we are going to have our main method, and we know that the main method takes an parameters rather. Sorry, we are going to define a parameter which will allow us to get command line arguments should we need to do something like that. And so we are going to declare a string array called args. Then next up we can then make use of the console class, which is contained inside of the system class. So you can actually see right here where it says class system, and the subclass that is contained inside of the system class is called console. So this class allows us to actually get access to this function called writeLine, write and writeLine. So there's two ways with which you can actually get output onto the screen. So you can make use of write, or you can make use of writeLine. So these functions they are basically the same, but the only difference is that with writeLine, your output is going, or rather the output is going to add a new line break at the end of the of printing your output to the screen. Maybe what you can do, you can actually demonstrate this making use of some actual output. So maybe let's go ahead and print hello world with an exclamation mark, just as before. Then let's actually go ahead and run this file. So it's building, then you can see down the progress of building the program down there in the console. Then I'm just going to pull up the output onto the screen right here. So you see that it says hello world right there. So this is how you can get output onto the screen. So this is making use of writeLine. So maybe let's actually use write, save, then run. Then if you come here, you see that this is the output that you're going to get, right? So I want you to notice right here that there's no space between this hello world and this other text that's being output in the console, is it? Then if we go back and put writeLine right here, then run the code one more time, you realize that we are going to get some extra space in between the program output as well as this information that's being printed down there in the console. So essentially writeLine is going to add that blank line right here, is it? Or it's going to take your output, I think maybe just saying it adds a new line or a blank line after the output is sufficient to explain the difference between the two. So I think that's just about it for this tutorial. I think rather for this episode. I'll see you in the next one.